Economic failure is rarely a single, sudden event. It breaks down in predictable, progressive stages, starting with the decay of the financial foundation long before the entire structure actually collapses. Attempting to prepare during the later stages of contraction and hyperinflation is a losing game. By then, the resources required for survival have already vanished from the shelves. We are going to use the next 6 minutes to map out your Phase 1 Economic Readiness Protocol. To begin, gather 3 things: a physical notebook, your banking app, and one unwanted item from around your house. Translating financial anxiety into a specific, step-by-step plan creates a buffer that helps insulate your family from economic fragility. This photograph shows the 1930s crowd at the American Union Bank. When a crisis hits, wealth trapped inside a single financial institution can become unreachable in minutes. Calculate a digital baseline. Review your bank statements for non-discretionary monthly bills, like mortgage and utilities, and establish a target by multiplying that total by 6. Next, determine the cash your family requires for basic survival needs over a 2 to 4 week period. This specific amount must be withdrawn exclusively in small denominations. When the credit market contracts, $100 bills become difficult to use because change is no longer available in daily commerce. This localized cash reserve acts as a firewall. If digital payment systems fail or banks freeze, you maintain the ability to acquire essentials immediately. Hyperinflation destroys the value of paper wealth, as seen in these reserve notes from Zimbabwe with denominations in the trillions. When money dies, survival depends on your access to physical goods. To calculate a 6-month food supply, apply a 1.5 multiplier to your household count. This ensures you have the caloric volume and the buffer needed to sustain your family during a shortage. Calculate your household's 150% target right now and write it at the top of your supply list. Avoid the temptation to buy expensive, specialized gear. Effective stockpiling focuses on low-cost, high-utility items that solve a variety of problems. Focus on these overlooked essentials: vinegar, baking soda, aluminum foil, duct tape, and paracord. These are necessary for maintenance, sanitation, and basic repairs. Possessing a scaled stockpile of versatile goods provides a layer of security that paper money cannot offer when its value begins to drop. When national currency loses public trust, society reverts to a localized barter economy. These children are playing with bricks of currency that have lost all value as a medium of exchange. You need to practice this transaction model today. Take a photo of the unwanted item you gathered at the start of this video. Post this item on a local classified site. Instead of asking for money, state that you will only trade it for a stockpile essential, such as seasoned firewood or hand tools. This exercise internalizes the concept of utility value. Successful bartering is measured by acquiring the specific resources required to sustain your family, regardless of the item's original retail price. Safety is the priority when finalizing any trade. Always meet in a public place, never go alone, and never reveal your home address. Navigating the logistics of bartering today builds the psychological resilience and the local network required to function if societal systems fail. You have finally moved past passive anxiety. You now have the Stage 1 blueprint for a readiness protocol, calculated your small bill cash needs, established your 150% stockpile targets, and launched your first barter listing. To activate this plan, go to the bank to withdraw your small bill reserve and complete your first physical trade safely this week. Completing these tasks prepares you for our next session, where we will cover off-grain water purification for when municipal services halt. True preparedness relies on the systematic acquisition of skills, physical assets, and the mental framework to operate entirely outside a failing system.